of course,
Yes.
but I don't know why I said that. With more meat. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki, and today's video I'm going to be sharing some copycat fast food recipes. Today we're going to be making some Taco Bell items at home, as well as a Crumbl inspired cookie. And specifically I'm doing this cookie because I made one recently, a high point one, around Halloween, and I posted it on Instagram and I got so many people asking for a recipe, and it was like a Buckeye brownie. And so I wanted to make a lightened up recipe today, and that's what we're going to be making. And it's kind of like a Crumbl inspired cookie, but also one of Adam's favorites. So if you enjoyed this video or find it helpful, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And let's get started with going over what we're going to be making today. So first of all, when I started my weight loss journey in April 2020, I was going from eating out 1 to 2 times a day to starting WeightWatchers and starting to like count points and figure everything out. It took some adjusting, but one of the things that's helped me most on my weight loss journey has been making copycat fast food meals at home, using the ingredients that I have found that I like as healthier substitutes, maybe that have higher protein or something, and just different options that make it possible to have similar foods at home. Usually I can make the portions bigger, which is nice as well, and for only a fraction of the points. One example of an ingredient that I like to use is like a low carb, high fiber tortilla instead of a regular flour tortilla that I would use in the past. But anyway, let's get started walking through what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna be doing 2 Taco Bell items today, and then, like I said, a Crumbl inspired cookie. And I'm actually gonna make the cookie first so that I can bake it and let it cool in time to top it with what I'm gonna be topping it with. For the Taco Bell items today, I'm going to be making a cheesy double beef burrito, which is actually Trevor's favorite item. He always orders one of those. It is 20 points on WeightWatchers for one of them. And today the version that I'm gonna be making is 7 points on WeightWatchers. So we're cutting 13 points out. It's gonna be big, it's gonna be filling, and honestly, it's gonna be really good. I'm excited for it because it is a really good burrito that they have. So it comes with a tortilla, and actually let me just read the actual description off the Taco Bell app, which I do have because we do still get Taco Bell from time to time, but sometimes it's nice to have this as a more filling option. A lot of the times when we have Taco Bell, it just feels like a snack to me. It never like keeps me full for a long time or feels that satisfying. So a lot of the times I keep that in mind and just get a couple things and then have a meal or something later. But I do have a few low point items there that I like. But anyway, okay. So we've got the cheesy double beef burrito. It comes with seasoned beef, reduced fat sour cream, nacho cheese sauce, 3 cheese blend, seasoned rice, and fiesta strips. For my meat that I'm gonna be using today, I am gonna use ground turkey, and here I've got 99% lean, which is 0 points on WeightWatchers. To make it a little bit more the consistency and texture, I am gonna mix in a pound of the 93% lean. So technically this has points, it's 4 points for the serving. When I combine this, it will make it fewer points, obviously, because it'll be the 0 point with the 4 point servings. And the amount that I use on the tacos is not that much that it won't even be enough to have to track. I'm just gonna go ahead and make these together and then add the taco seasoning packet to them. It's always nice to have prepped meat on hand, and when I do 2 pounds like this, we'll have leftovers for the rest of the week. But I use these Taco Bell seasoning packets to make it taste even more like Taco Bell, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking the meat, but like I said, I'm gonna do the cookie first. But the meat is the main thing that I have to make, as well as the rice. So it also comes with seasoned rice, and today I'm actually gonna make kind of like a copycat Taco Bell rice quickly. So I'm gonna make a cup of this. It's just long grain rice that I got from the store. You could use any rice that you want if you have a lower point option. You could even use cauliflower rice, although that is a little bit liquidy on a burrito. So I usually like to use like chickpea rice and stuff, but today I just wanted to try it out with this to make it taste the most like Taco Bell. And I'm really only gonna be using about a point serving on the burrito because there's gonna be so much other stuff and I wanna make sure I can fit it. So I really only need a point of this. And the serving for a full cup cooked is 6 points. I'm gonna be making this, cooking it with some chicken broth. I'm also gonna cook it with about half a can of this tomato sauce. And then I've got some cumin, garlic, salt, and some seasoning that I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna get the rice started quickly too so that that can cook because it takes about 20 minutes to fully cook on the stove. Okay, so it comes with sour cream. I'm going to use a point of this light sour cream, which is 1 tablespoon. I might not even need that much on the burrito, but I'll see when I get there. Either way, it'll be about a point worth. Then I did get this Taco Bell queso, so you can use whatever queso you want. I do have another one that I actually actually like better. It's like the Pace jalapeno queso, but I wanted to be, again, most like Taco Bell today, and I found this at the store, so I thought it would be perfect. So it is higher points on Weight Watchers though. It's 3 points for the 2 tablespoon serving, but when it comes to these burritos, you're not using that much, and the other thing I'm making, I don't need that much. It's only gonna be about a point worth. So I'm gonna weigh that out using my food scale. Then for the cheese that I'll have on it, I'm just gonna use some reduced fat Marble Jack cheese. And again, just a point worth is all you need because it's just one burrito and there's gonna be a lot on there. Then it's got the rice, and then the last thing that it has is some Fiesta strips. These I actually got from Walmart. They are just tortilla strips. I thought they had spice to them and they don't. They're just plain tortilla strips. So any type of tortilla chip or anything like that you could use. These are just supposed to be like the exact Taco Bell ones. So we happen to have these and that's what I'm gonna be using today, but I'm gonna use a point worth of those. So that'll be everything that I need for the burrito. And like I said, that's gonna be 7 points on Weight Watchers for the entire thing. And I'm using one of the large La Banderita tortillas, which is 2 points on Weight Watchers. They also have the smaller ones you could do for 1 point, but today I'm doing the large one because I really wanna put all the toppings on it and make it easier to roll up. Okay, then the second Taco Bell item that I'm making is my current favorite item. It's 10 points for one of them, and it's their double stack taco. I don't know what it is, I just love the hard and soft shell with the queso in between. So that's what it is, and today I'm gonna be using the street taco size tortillas from La Banderita. So I've got all 3 sizes here. I've gotten these at Walmart, it's usually where I can find them, but it's 1 point for one of these, and they are the perfect size to use with these hard shell tortillas. So you can see they're the same size for this to go on the outside. I'm gonna put a point of that queso cheese that I showed you guys, and then put a taco shell in between. Then to that, it's got some ground beef, which I'm gonna use the ground turkey that has the taco seasoning. It's got shredded lettuce, which I have in the fridge. I need to grab that, but just some iceberg lettuce. And then some shredded cheese. Again, I'm going to use a point of this. And then the last thing that it has is also some Fiesta strips. So that'll be my double stack taco, and that one is actually 4 points on Weight Watchers. So like I said, the one I actually get from Taco Bell is 10 points. So I could have 2 of these for 8 points, less than the actual one from Taco Bell. It'll have more protein, more fiber, and be just a more filling option. That's what we're gonna be having for dinner tonight, and then we're also gonna be making some dessert. And for dessert, I'm making a Buckeye brownie cookie. This is something my friend Shelly, she used to make all the time at the place we worked together at, and Adam loved them. They were his favorite. They're pretty much like a brownie cookie, and then it's got peanut butter on top, and it's like a peanut butter with powdered sugar, so it kind of tastes like the Reese's peanut butter filling, and then melted chocolate on top. So the cookie is meant to be more of like a brownie consistency, like a brownie cookie, and the one that I'm making today is definitely on like the cakier side of brownie cookies, but it's really good with the peanut butter, and then it'll have the chocolate on top, and that cookie is going to be 9 points on Weight Watchers, and I'm making it a big one, like a Crumbl size cookie. The cookie that I made around Halloween time, which I'll show the picture of, came out to 40 points on Weight Watchers, so this is a 9 point version of that 40 point cookie that I'm gonna be making today, and usually Crumbl cookies range anywhere from like 30, 40, 50 points for one of them. So I'm excited for this. I know Adam is. He has been loving these, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the cookie first. It's just made with some applesauce and some cocoa powder, which the cocoa powder that I'm using today is a dark blend. So technically this one is 0 points on Weight Watchers, which makes the cookie that I'm making today actually 8 points. In the recipe, I just used regular cocoa powder because this is harder to find. This is one that I special ordered for my cookie business. But if you can find a dark chocolate or like a Dutch cocoa powder that's 0 points, you could use that. I only use a tablespoon for the cookie. So I'm gonna be using this. I'm going to be using some applesauce, which I just have this container right here I'm gonna be taking a tablespoon out of. And this one's the cinnamon one. You can use the plain one or any of the flavored ones if you really wanted to, but I think that plain is probably best. I just only had cinnamon here. Then this is the sugar I use. So it is a vanilla coconut sugar. And again, I'm just gonna use a tablespoon. Did I do a tablespoon of this? Okay, wait, I actually messed up. I realized I tracked the sugar wrong really quickly. So it's gonna be a 10 point cookie instead of a 40 point cookie. But if you use a sugar substitute that's less points than this one, it would actually be lower in points for Weight Watchers. So, okay, I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon of this cocoa powder for 1 point. I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon of this vanilla coconut sugar for 2 points. I love this stuff. I found their brown sugar first, and it's just such a good option. I feel like it adds a a perfect sweetness that's not over the top, but it is a lower point option a lot of the times. So a tablespoon of this for 2 points, and then a tablespoon of flour for a point. The applesauce is 0, and then I'm gonna bake that at 350 for about 8 minutes. I'm just gonna make one big cookie. It's just a single serve cookie. You could obviously double it up if you wanna make 2. What I'm gonna do is take some peanut butter with powdered sugar and vanilla, make a peanut butter filling to put on top, and then we'll melt some chocolate chips on top of that. So I'm gonna get started with the cookie. I explained a lot, I know, but I feel like it's easier to just go through the ingredients now, and then you guys can see how I do it really quick. I'm gonna get started with the cookie and then get some Taco Bell cooking. So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, everything is done and we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. These look like
a mouthful. They definitely look bigger than the ones from Taco Bell with more meat. But anyway, this actually came out to 5 points. When I originally said the points before, I forgot I wanted to add the shredded cheese. So it's 1 for the tortilla, 1 for the hard shell, 1 for the queso, 1 for the fiesta strips, which honestly, I don't even think it's a point worth. I don't think that's even worth tracking. But we've got those, the lettuce, and then the ground taco meat. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Usually it's 10 points. Cheers.
Cheers. I was gonna say, I didn't even know you put queso on it until you said it.
Yeah,
like
that's why it's a double stacked taco, so it's got that.
That's
I like the queso a lot.
Yeah, same.
That's really good. And so you can have 2 of those for the same amount of points as 1 from Taco Bell. Definitely more filling. And I feel like it tastes like exactly the same, especially with the exact same fiesta strips.
Right.
Obviously the taco meat, the turkey is different than beef, but
still.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that greasy feeling to it.
True. Okay, now we've got our burritos. Smells so good. Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
This tastes better than Taco Bell.
What's in it?
The rice is really good, actually. I think the garlic salt in the rice is like really coming out and tastes really good.
That's really good.
Yeah, so this has, well, yours doesn't have sour cream because I knew you wouldn't want it, but it's got the Taco Bell rice I made, some queso, shredded cheese, taco meat, and then fiesta strips. Yeah. Wow. That's really good. I'm about to scurf this down.
Right?
Okay.
That's very good.
Do you want to try a bite of the cookie too?
I'm down.
Even though we're about to have this for dinner?
It's staring at us, so we might as well.
Okay. Oh, and I forgot to say, so the burrito, this is regularly 20 points, and today this one is 7 points on WeightWatchers. So again, you can have 2 of those for less points for 14. Yeah, pretty much.
Almost 3.
And that's gonna be filling.
Yeah, definitely.
The last thing we're trying is the cookie that I made. So this is meant to be like a Buckeye brownie cookie and inspired by Crumbl with the size. I was trying to go big with it. Usually this cookie, the one that I made last week that we tried, that was 40 points. This one is 10 points. And technically this one's 9 because the cocoa powder I used is 0, but I just tracked it as 1 in case people can't find that one. But yeah, 10 points for this cookie is not bad.
That's big too.
Especially because it's got a decent amount of peanut butter. I think it'll be perfect to split. So definitely not as thick as the one that I made for 40 points.
Still though,
but
that's probably why.
Yeah. Still, it's got the layer of peanut butter and the chocolate. Let's give it a try. Cheers.
Cheers.
I could just eat that peanut butter by the spoonful.
Right.
But the brownie cookie's good.
See, is that with applesauce? Mm-hmm. Every time. Whenever I love when you make the cookies with applesauce because it makes them like fluffy.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
It's very good.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's everything. But we're gonna go ahead and eat.
Yeah.
I just like to do these videos to show you guys that you can make these meals at home using the ingredients that you have around or that you have like adapted into your lifestyle that are like lower point substitutes. That's pretty much what we've done. But here and there you can incorporate things like I used this regular queso today instead of the lower point one that I usually like to use. Or for some of this stuff, you could incorporate even lower point options. So like for the cookie, you could do sugar-free chocolate chips instead of the ones I used. Or you could use a sugar replacement instead of the brown sugar or the coconut sugar that I used. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I didn't get the macros and stuff, but I will have them typed in the description, as well as the WeightWatchers points and the recipes for these. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.